Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of today's video newsletter is going to center on health, and we're going to talk about how to maintain your ideal weight. I got a short question here from somebody about that subject. He says, "Sir, how many calories do I need to keep my weight constant? I'm a 42-year-old guy. I work out good regularly. Please email me if you have a diet plan." We might want to also check out my other article called Rediscovered, the Fountain of Youth. And in that article I talk about Dr. Robert O. Young and his book called The pH Miracle. He's also got another book called, I believe it was Sick and Tired was the other one, which is a really fantastic book to read because in it he's got pictures of different living blood, live blood, which is done through a process called dark field microscopy, I think is how they do it, where it's basically you take like a drop of blood from somebody and then you put it on some slides and then you put the slides right under the light. And traditional blood tests, normally what they do is they dry the blood, which kills everything in the blood. Well, when you use live blood, you can still see the red blood cells and the white blood cells and everything floating around in there. And so you can actually see the things that he talks about in his book. And so in order to maintain your ideal weight, you've got to have several things. You've got to have oxygen getting to your cells. You need to make sure your cells are getting the proper nutrients. And the third is your cells need to be able to eliminate or properly eliminate waste. And there are several ways that you do that. When you look at the typical American diet or even diets around the world, they tend to be very heavy in proteins and carbohydrates, and people kind of get green leafy vegetables and things like that and an occasional salad here and there. It's kind of a token thing. Well, in actuality, what our bodies actually need in order to function properly is our bodies are alkaline by design, but acidic by function. And this is what Dr. Young illustrates in his book. And basically what that means is our bodies need an alkaline environment for our cells to thrive and survive. But just by functioning of exercising and just normal metabolism, eating, digesting food, all of those things produce byproducts which are acidic. And so the fluids that go into your body need to be mostly alkaline, and that starts with a foundation of healthy water. And I come to work every day to my office. I've got a 1-gallon jug here, which is BPA free, and what we have at home is a water ionizer. And Dr. Young actually sells these on his website, and basically what it does, it takes the water right out of your tap, because obviously you need minerals in the water, and it runs it through a series of electrical plates. And what these electrical plates do is they basically, it separates the water into its two components, which are alkaline water, which is great for drinking and having a high pH water. And then there's acid water, which is, it doesn't eat your skin or anything. It's actually very good and very cleansing. As a matter of fact, with the great things about this water ionizer, I mean, it's expensive. It's about $2,000 for the whole system. But what it does is you can use the acid water. I mean, it kills E. coli bacteria on contact. It's great for disinfecting your sink or your sponges. It's just, you take that and use like a low pH. I think it reduces it down to like 4.5 pH. And so anything that's organic, any kind of bacteria, anything, you spray that stuff, salmonella, I mean, it kills it instantly, which is amazing. It's great because it exfoliates your skin, makes your skin feel soft. And so the tap end where you drink this alkaline water from, or you get this alkaline water, and I fill this bottle up, what that does is it basically puts, when it runs it through these plates and this filter system, is it puts water back in the state that it would normally be in if it was rushing down a stream. Because as water comes crashing down streams, it picks up minerals, it rolls over rocks, and so it picks up a certain electrical charge. And so when animals drink from the river or humans drink from it, there's a huge amount of water coming down. So even if an animal fell in the river and died way upstream and its body is decaying, because there's so much alkaline water rushing by, it neutralizes any of that acidity in there, and so the parts per million is so small. And so basically what happens is when you ingest this water, it's got a high pH, your body needs, it's like right in the 7 point something range. And so keep in mind, when you eat like carbohydrates or sugar or a protein, when your body metabolizes these different types of food, what happens is it produces acid or an acid ash in your digestive tract, and you need alkaline water, alkaline foods, things like green leafy vegetables to neutralize that acid. But what's so amazing about this water is the 60% of the benefits of it are in the form of the electrical charge, because what it does, it makes the molecules of the water smaller, so it's easier for them to pass through the wall or the cell wall of your cells of your body, and so it makes it very easy for them to hydrate with this water. And because it has available electrical charge, free radicals and other toxins that are in your body, water is actually able to do what it's supposed to do, which is to neutralize these toxins and these ammonia and other things that are secreted by your cells in your body in the form of waste, and it flushes it out. I mean, this stuff, it's a game changer is what it is. So, there's people you can see on Dr. Young's website. If you go to phmiracleliving.com, you can see people. There was a guy on there, he's got these giant, big things about this big of melanoma that are going away. I think it took like 6 months from like start to finish, and all he did, his guy's like fat, and so it doesn't look like he did much other than just drink this water, and what it did was alkalize his tissues. And he did say that he changed his diet. And that's the other thing. So what the water basically does, it washes through all your tissues and it neutralizes all of the acids, which is what water is supposed to do, and flushes this stuff out of your body. It basically makes it inert, and then your kidneys are able to filter it out, and you literally pee out the toxins, or I should say the neutralized toxins, by drinking this water. If you drink normal water or bottled water, it has no electrical charge to it. And the other thing is that this water holds, after 8 hours, it starts to lose the electrical charge, and that's the big part of the effectiveness. And think about it. It comes out of a living stream, and then it sits there on a shelf, and it basically starts to become neutral. So most of us are drinking water, then a lot of times, because of stuff that's in the water, it's actually dehydrating us, and it's not neutralizing these toxins. And on top of that, we have diets that are like 95% acidic, because most people are just eating tons of protein, tons of sugars, tons of carbohydrates, and very little of the green leafy vegetables. The other thing I talk about, which is in that article, Rediscovered the Fountain of Youth, is I juice green vegetables. And so basically what you need is, like I said, your cells need oxygen, the proper nutrients, and the ability to eliminate waste. This water will neutralize all of these acidic byproducts and flush them out of your body. And then what I do is I don't want to eat salads all day long, and so I'll have 4 or 5 glasses of green vegetable juice, which I've got the recipe, which is on the page, Rediscovered the Fountain of Youth as well, that I juice. And so I may have 3 or 4 salads a week. I don't eat a lot of them, but I make sure I get plenty of juice, and I get this alkalized water. And especially like if you like to drink and you like to party, this water is fantastic for hangovers, because it neutralizes all the acid. If you're drinking throughout the day, or you're at a party or something, or it's Thanksgiving or whatever, and you're eating lots of crap, it's a great way in between meals and stuff to neutralize all the acids, and then alcohol for that matter, to help neutralize it and get it out of your body so you can stay relatively healthy, because people tend to always get sick around the holidays. And so you get plenty of healthy water. Like I said, I would suggest that you buy Dr. Young's book, The pH Miracle, and learn, so you can learn what foods are alkaline and which foods are acidic. And so the other great thing about this water is that, like, when you mix it with the vegetable juice, it makes it very easy for your body to absorb the nutrients. And so you'll absorb a lot more of the nutrients that, if you're eating a lot of healthy foods, this will help you absorb a lot more of the nutrients that are in those foods. And it'll make you incredibly healthy. It'll improve your eyesight. You'll need less sleep. I mean, you'll notice right away after a few days of just adding this water to your diet. If you can add juicing green leafy vegetables, like what I juice is kale, celery. I juice apple with it to sweeten it up. Wheatgrass, collard greens, dinosaur kale, or I say lacinato kale, I think is how it is. You blending all that stuff together in a juicer and drinking that is just, that's a game changer in itself. But you add the water to it, juicing vegetables, and learn to understand proper food combining, so you can understand how to eat. It doesn't mean you stop eating protein or anything. It's just that when you eat it, you make sure you're getting plenty of water and plenty of alkaline vegetables to neutralize the acids that are going to be in that. And you won't ever get sick. You won't have colds. I mean, I personally have reversed skin cancer with this a couple years ago. And so I know the stuff works. And I've got another friend that had quintuple bypass surgery and prior to that, he had like 13 angioplasties over the course of 15 years, and his arteries were just clogged, basically. I got him to change his diet. He started juicing vegetables, eating more salads, and 6 months later, he went to a doctor, and they looked, and they're like, dude, your arteries are they're clean, they're wide open. And that's what's amazing. You give your body the proper nutrients. If you're getting the proper water and the proper nutrients, your body and your tissues are going to be alkaline. And the reason that people gain weight is because your body uses fat to bind up toxins, and because you're not getting enough alkaline water and you're not getting enough alkaline vegetables in your diet, your body doesn't have the ability to neutralize it. So it has to park that stuff in your body until hopefully someday you put into it what it needs. Obviously, exercise is a big part of that too. And like this guy that wrote me this email, he's exercising regularly, so that's great. So I would say is that you got to add alkaline water to your diet, and I mean, invest in it. I mean, think about how much money you're going to save in doctors and health costs, and not having to have sick days at work. You can be more productive. You're going to be healthier. You're going to be happier. You're going to have a better quality of life. I mean, that $2,000. I mean, that to me, that's something that's priceless. That's one of the best things that you can do for your body. In addition to just buying better, healthier food. So if you appreciate the value of what I offer in these messages, these video messages, or my articles, down at the left-hand or bottom of the screen there, you'll see there's a PayPal donate button on the Wibia toolbar if you're watching this video on my website. Go ahead and click that and donate $1 or $5 or $10 anytime you feel I offer you something of value. At the very least, use one of the Facebook or Twitter share buttons there so you can share this page or this video with your friends and family so they can get the help and get the same results. If you've got a question that you'd like me to answer in potentially one of these future video newsletters, you can put it in the Facebook comments down below, or you can send me an email just by clicking the contact tab on my website, which is on the left hand side of the screen. It just says contact me. So I will talk to you soon.